Okay, we are live. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Bio break. Oh, okay. Hey, let me scroll down and get to the end of the comments here. Okay. Yeah. It's funny. The full moon. I was out doing some videotaping of that. Mm, uh, Take it. Yeah. But sorry for the delay, guys. Today has actually been kind of a rough day. I have not been officially diagnosed with asthma, but that I have all today. I had all the earmarks of it, and the air quality here has not been very good because it's been so dry lately and so still. So, for anyone else that has to watch things like that because they have asthma or other issues, I'm gonna turn that down. AccuWeather has a more detailed air quality report than Wonderground or the Weather Channel. So AccuWeather will break down the PM 2.5, the PM 10, the ozone and the nitrogen dioxide levels, and those are the ones that I figured out I'm more sensitive to, and they were high today. So that I'm sharing that as kind of a public service tidbit for anybody else, because I know there are other folks that have to deal with that, not just Darren or myself. And I'm also grateful that I got my computer back. It was down for several days. We were trying to install new RAM and that wasn't working. I brought it to the shop and figured out that a certain unnamed nitwit had put in the cooling fan backwards when he put the system together 3 years ago. So imagine the radiator of your vehicle, or in this case, the computer, pointing the wrong way, and so it's taking in and recirculating warm air. I'm thankful that my computer didn't fry in the 3 years that it was like that, but it's much better now, and so I can't wait to get to more video editing later this month. So, yeah. For me, it seems to be seasonal. Because I think I first noticed what now I recognize was asthma last year when it was also dry and hot. So it's just a seasonal thing for me, I guess. That and some people when they hit middle age have things like that flare up, and statistically, women are more affected by it than men. So that's it's kind of weird the ways you end up being pretty normal. That wasn't one of the ways I wanted to be normal, but you just have to deal with it. So tonight we are honoring Neith, who has an appearance, which in ancient times that would have been, you had going forths, you had sailings, and then an appearance probably would have involved some other sort of protocol. With the confines of what we're doing here, it all kind of looks similar, but there's that going on, and then rites for Sobek, who of course is son of Neith. So yeah, so Neith and Sobek, the dynamic duo, they're doing something this week, and next week we will have we'll be doing something for Sekhmet and Bastet, and also Osiris, and that's going to be kind of a warm up for the Koyak mysteries. And I know a lot of people are really excited about that, looking forward to that, and planning fun things to do. Again, if you're trying to think of things, one suggestion is to look in Performance and Drama in Ancient Egypt by Robin Gillam, because it talks a little bit about the Koyak mysteries. There's also a dissertation that you can find if you look online called Do Not Celebrate Without Your Neighbors. I do cite that in my bibliography. because I found it for free in 2010, and if you look for it, you can probably find it. And there's a lot of statistical crunching, and when were people taking days off for certain things, but it does give some descriptions about the specific major holidays, and the Osiris mysteries were one of them. So if you're trying to drum up ideas, that's one possibility. So it's really the silly. No, that's Koyak. Okay. And Mario Guayamabe coming to you live from Ecuador. Oh, glad to have you with us. Bienvenidos. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. And one thing that I do love is that the Osiris mysteries kind of kick off around the same time that we're having Dia de Muertos and things like that. And I'm hoping that I can find some Pan de Muerto that we can offer, because it's seasonally appropriate. But we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put that in there. So we were discussing Koyak. AKA the Osiris mysteries. So, and we definitely want to echo some things that were discussed before we went live. We certainly want to include some prayers for the people that are still dealing with the aftermath of hurricanes, because, and I've noticed myself, it's not the crisis itself that is the worst. It's dealing with the aftermath and the ripple effects afterwards that can really wear you down. And so all those folks that are still stuck without power and that are having to rebuild, they're having a tough time. And so our prayers and our sympathies are at the very least are with them. And if anybody has friends or family down there and there's something that they need, or that you want to let us know about, then certainly share that with us. So okay, nice. Yeah, one thing that I think these hurricanes have definitely reminded is that human beings are capable of doing a great deal, but we have our limitations, and there are forces that are more powerful than human ingenuity. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. It's Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Amunashu. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. And we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. You kept that one quiet, but
that one was a little colder than expected.
Well,
but right now my fingers are a little sore, so it was kind of good.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's been in the 40s at night.
Yeah.
You know, it won't be for long, but it's enough to bring the ambient water temperature down. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come, come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light. The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now, who will be joining us in the future, and has been with us in the past. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light. Okay. We're going to light our candle for Mahes as guardian against storms. May he continue to protect everyone who is in the path of stormy weather. Hurricane season is still going, but then you also have the storms that mark transitions. And we light a candle for Sekhmet, that she may continue to bring peace and healing to those who need it. And for Sobek, so that we can celebrate his night of feast. Move that drum. You arise in the Achetes Capri, O Ra, shedding your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Neith, the great, the mistress of Sais, and your son Sobek. Hail and praise unto you, O Yunachuru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at, cast out as Spet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us, and your strength being within us. Oh man.
Uh-oh. What happened?
The milk and the wine. I need to go and get those. I tell you, I need you to stay right here. So, everybody, you guys get to talk to Darren for a minute while I bring those, so we can. Because I'm going to get those so that we can pick up, and we'll do the water and then the milk and the wine, because we've got our bread offerings.
Yeah.
But I've just been having a really tough time because a couple of hours before service started, I was, just really wrung out from asthma attacks.
This poor lady has worked her butt off to get here tonight.
Yes.
And now, if we're going to talk, you guys are going to have to yell really loud. First of all. Second of all, anybody who can sing Ice Ice Baby in Pig Latin gets a Snickers bar. And for those of you who are too young to know what that is, good for you. You didn't have to suffer through that. I did. I was in high school. Man. But otherwise, I'm glad to hear from everybody. You guys sound in a wonderful voice tonight. And for those of you who are practicing your miming skills, damn, you're good. Really. But the one thing I wanted to tell you guys is thank you all for being here. You guys have made a ton of difference in our lives and even mine. Thanks a bunch. What's the matter?
I was just wondering what you dropped on the floor.
I don't know what that is because I didn't drop it.
Okay. Well, anyway, here's a fun observation, everyone. For us, we know milk is fresh when you get it out of the refrigerator. It's cold. But they didn't have refrigeration, so fresh milk, I guess, would have been
all right. Now,
more, but...
everybody, keep everything we talked about quiet.
Yeah, everyone says, hi, Darren. No. Ray says, oh, sorry. Hi, Darren. Sarcastic says, what if we sing Under Pressure instead?
Then I will flog you with a wet noodle.
Stop. Upstay. Lever says,
who did it?
That's
who did it?
That's One Eye. It was using Pig Latin.
One Eye's trying to do Ice Ice Baby in Pig Latin. We need to send
Stop, collaborate, and listen.
Yeah. Yes. we need to send this man a Snickers bar.
Yeah. Okay. Katie Horton. Vanilla Ice song overplayed my high school dances. One time I told them it sucked and they stopped it.
Good for you.
Yeah. Hi, Kristen Reeves. My mother constantly asks me, how do you know that song? It's so old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh yeah, then they can make you go.
No, let's not even get into that, okay?
Yeah.
But
thanks for spending that quality time with me, y'all. We'll do that again sometime.
It's funny. I know the beat, but the lyrics.
Nobody left. I did it.
Yeah. Well. Well, you're getting old when advertisers have things like "I like big boards and I cannot lie."
Yeah.
But now we can pick up directly with the offerings, and as I said, we have fresh milk. It's fresh from the refrigerator. And now it's Darren's turn. Anytime we hear the Cantina band in the background, we know that's Darren's phone. Can you make it out?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, take these, your cool waters, that are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oh, these cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunachuru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Yunachuru, we give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. There we go. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunachuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, Neith, Sobek. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Neith, mistress of Sais within her house. Pure, pure Sobek, lord of Ombos within his house. Pure, the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Neith, for Sobek, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Neith. Come to your body, O Sobek. Come to your bodies, O Yunachuru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these, your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people. Raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Neith, before Sobek, or Ra. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, and all stability comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ora Horketi, and your son, the Osur Nisu Nevkaparura. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. Oh. Mm. Gangnam Style. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? The New Kids on the Block. Here's a funny thing. I will share something once we give our offerings to the Blessed Dead. So there's some. Let's see. So I got Rick rolled. Ah. Hold on. Let's give our offerings to the Blessed Dead. Some of them know about the jokes we're talking about. So, from the table of the gods to the table of the Blessed Dead, we light this candle that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. There we are. So I bet the refraction from the glass on the votive holder was, probably was just off of the wick. Yeah, that's why it wasn't lighting. But now we've lit our eye of Horus, and we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Rekeru tahenket kakawaptu sunachirmat kutnibet nofra waberanket nochirim kawanachunibu machrunibu chronachira. Voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which our God lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. Funny thing, I got kind of hooked up in a discussion before setting up, because our joke has been, you had the Treasures of Tutankhamun museum tour that went through the United States and places all over the world in the 1970s. And so, of course, anywhere that it's at one of its stops, they would have had a formal opening. And so, your museum patrons and, folks that, paid a little more money so they could get, early access to events like that, would have been at these, big shindigs. So that means the Tutankhamun saw all of the haute couture of the 1970s, sky blue eyeshadow, polyester, pink champagne. Then Ramesses the Great had his exhibit tour in the 1980s. So Ramesses saw 80s couture. So all of the shoulder pads and crazy hairdos and, wacky eyeshadow, all the fun stuff, guys with the really narrow ties, how much of that did he see? So that was kind of our food for thought for the evening. So when we start mentioning, songs that just, won't stop playing. Funny thing, there was a New Kids on the Block tune that somebody was listening to on their radio when I was taking the field trip to go see the Ramesses exhibit in 1989. So, yeah. But now we have something much better to offer than pink champagne or 80s couture. Now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your cause shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. Spet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. And Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion for such as the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality for such as the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity for such as the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness for such as the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth for such as the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good for such as the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance for such as the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others for such as the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. I'm just trying to catch up on. I know what you're saying. No matter how much money somebody gives you, don't give her your address. Absolutely. Yeah, Ramsey sing the leopard print in the eyeshadow. These people know what's up. Yeah. But that's something that I've seen over and over again. If you're trying to get out of a bad situation, especially with family, no contact, is sometimes the only way to go. And there's going to be a weak link that you've got to just break off. Siblings will get you too, because they want to try and end up being the go-between, and what they end up being is a funnel, and you get all of the negativity from the parents and the rest of the family through that sibling that still has contact. And that was my issue last year. So if you feel like, okay, I do not need to tell people where I am, then trust your gut. Don't do that. But let's go ahead and read for Neith and for Sobek. Hail unto you, O Neith, the great, the one who existed before existence, you who made all that is, who created all that exists. Eldest of the primeval gods, fashioner of Ra, mother of Ra, who was at the beginning. Unique one without equal, mistress of destiny, regent of fortune, earth is under your command. One does not make plans without your knowledge. Queen of the gods in heaven and sovereign of the gods in the earth, mistress of the bow, regent of the arrow, keeps the arrow demons under your authority. Mistress of great fear, who created the twin crocodiles, life and death are under your supervision. You fill sky and earth with your beauty, light the two lands with the rays of your eyes. You encompass your son as the light of the two lands. Father of fathers, who makes fertile the seed of gods and men. Great cow who nourishes all things. Mother of mothers, who is like no other. Yeah, and for folks that are planning on things to do for the days of the Koyak mysteries, the Osiris mysteries, there's actually a point midway through it where goddesses such as Hathor and Neith come outside and have a reunion with the sunlight. And so there's a role that goddesses play in this as well. So anyone who's wanting to find fun things to do, that might be a point. And let's see if I actually have that listed in here. Yes, unions of Neith and Hathor with the sun disk, which would be the 26th and 27th of Karka. So on ours, it would be, later on, it'd be November 10th or 11th. So as we're planning for that. Hail, O Sobek, great god, lord of Tashe, great male who came from Nun, white of teeth, green of scales, keen of face and raised of brow, lord of strength and virility, raging one who drives away evil. You are the lord of the Nile, who makes the two banks flourish, lord of the winding waterway in the sky, in your carnelian temple in the mountain of Bahu. Hail to you, twin of Ra, who arose from the primeval waters, lord of Tashe, son of Neith, mighty god whose seizing cannot be seen, ruler of the rivers, governor of the winds, great male, rutting bull, lord of love, lord of the Aku, he who loves taking, great of terror. Drive off your wrath, let pass your raging, cut short your mourning, let your beauty come, and welcome in peace, O Lord of peace. Alrighty. So big at so many metal titles. Sobek is having a call for a new job, which is just powerlifting for money. Hey, that sounds awesome. Sobek the metal. Some of that I'm gonna have to think. But of course, Kai Sobek referred to him as Papa Dial. So, of course, for me, I see him as having a local manifestation. As an alligator. So and there's even a crew of Sobek, a Mardi Gras crew in my test. So he's seems like he's pretty well at home. Of course, there's also the flip side that there's I found a Cajun restaurant that also has a deli or a grocery, and they have alligator meat for sale. But I thought, that might be actually something rather useful for like the Triumph of Horus, because that can be one of the bad crocodiles, or in this case alligator. So that might be something we can experiment with. I still do not have fortune cookies yet. I've been keeping an eye out, and they just haven't been anywhere that I've been lately. But the nice thing is we have something that doesn't leave crumbs. So for the folks that would like, divination, I need to leave that open. Go ahead and keep using the cookie icon. We're going to get back to cookies. I'm not phasing those out. Just they're on hiatus until I can get a resupply. But It's a death metal band called Nile that has a song called Sacrifice Unto Sobek. You know what? I need to check that out because I've been putting together a Halloween playlist on YouTube. So I wonder if any of it would be appropriate for that. I'll put it this way: there's a lot of typo negative in my Halloween playlist so far. Typo negative, Rob Zombie. You know, you can't go wrong with those. But okay. There's a metal band named after the Nope Robe. Okay. Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to pause the chat. At least, you know, you guys are still able to keep chatting, but I'm going to have to catch up with it because I'm going to start with our cookies or our fortunes, starting with Monkey Mind Thoughts. So, well, all right. Hold on. Okay. Funny, because Sobek is on this one. That is the Eight of Swords. But Sobek's picture's on here, so he decided to tell you hello, Monkey Mind. And specifically his message is Teeth of Sobek. Inner crisis, censorship, discomfort, fault. But you know what? The sense that I'm getting with that is Sobek is trying to call to your attention that there's something that, you know, you're gnawing on yourself. And the sense immediately that I get is he's telling you to stop that. So Monkey Mind Thoughts, whatever this is, you know, there's something that's bothering you. There's something that you're maybe blaming yourself for, and Sobek is telling you, hey, you know, stop gnawing on yourself. So, okay, Robin Penn. Oh, wow, that one just landed out on its own. So, there you go, Robin. And this one, 6, this one in the Major Arcana. It is the White Crown. Intellectual and spiritual purity and simplicity. Pleasant memories. Now, the White Crown here, the way this is illustrated, you know, you've got a little bit of kind of Western imagery in here. But the king with the white crown, that's Osiris. And so you have the two ladies to either side of him. Of course, it's Aset and Nebenhat. Excuse me, not that. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. That's from Cups, the Major Arcana. The Emperor. Wait, no, hang on. Oh, the Emperor of the Hierophant. Bear with me, guys. No, excuse me, the Lovers. Struggle between the passions and conscience, but indecision is more fatal than the wrong choice. Examination, attempt, pact, the need for decision, sowing seeds. But you know what? I think even the fact that I read the wrong one might also be something coloring this one. So you have the Lovers, like we said, you know, of course, you know, Osiris, and of course she has a connection with both Aset and Nebenhat. But hang on, the Robin, I think what they're trying to tell you is you're going to have to listen to your own thoughts and make a decision on something, but the answer lies with those, you know, the intellect, with those pleasant memories. You have the tools to make a decision on something, and I think this is their way of trying to tell you that. But sorry, I oops that one. But again, I think sometimes even when something that seems like a mistake, they're kind of pushing something, in front of you and saying, no, it's right here.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Something like that. Who called?
Preston.
Oh. And I'm glad you're here because that, gives me a little bit of a hand sometimes. But, okay. Yeah, so probably stop gnawing on yourself. That's my job. Yeah. Oh, hi, King Shabib. Message from the goddess of music. Certainly. Okay, we got our, I see the list for the Discord cookies. But okay, Robin, hopefully that helped out. Next we have Ray. And so this one is the Seven of Cups. And of course you have these beautiful blue, like they would be fans, cups, and this looks like a doorway behind it. Let's see what it says. Okay, so that what looks like a doorway, they have that as the pillar of Ra. Concreteness, farsightedness, and lasting union. So Ray, that's yours. Concreteness, farsightedness, lasting union. If there's something that you're undertaking or that is just recently started, that's a positive sign for it.
But also, there's more. Be very mindful of what you're doing right now. Do it well. And understand that what you're doing now, even if you don't understand it, is the foundation for many things to come.
Yeah, so what you're doing right now is a foundation for...
Right. And that's one of the biggest lessons in life. We don't understand, and we because we can't see it, we go, well, how can something little bitty I'm doing right now, even if it seems like I am in the middle of a whirlwind of crap, be the foundation for my future? The foundation for every tomorrow is the grass under our feet today. Pay attention.
So, Ray, that's yours now. King of Wicca. Oh, I pulled one for you, and this one is the Hierophant. Inspiration. The Lord of the Sacred Mysteries exhorts to inner concentration so as to hear the voice of the heavens in the stillness of the passions and instincts. Guidance, tradition, counsel, and experience.
Calm.
Yeah, but hearing that inner voice.
That seems to be the overall theme of the evening.
Yeah, we do need to pull one for the group at large, for everyone, especially, the folks who, will be catching us, later on. So we can do that. And that might also give us a little bit of insight for some of these other ones. But, yeah, King of Wicca, that one was yours, the Hierophant. Of course, I also think of my little birdies outside because I named one of our cardinals Hierophant. But okay. So now this one is for everybody. And okay, I pulled it and it was upside down. I know that when you're doing a tarot spread, that can mean that, the meaning of it is reversed.
So what is it?
It's the Ace of Cups, the soul of Osiris. Abundance, joy, nourishment. But, again, I was just drawing it there, up or down, if it's just in my hand. I don't know.
It's not doom.
Well, you're pouring the cup out, so it is, may your cup runneth over, I suppose.
But also, think about something.
Hmm.
They've been telling everybody to focus, be mindful, and many of you know the damn answer.
Hmm.
Start taking some accountability and go forth.
Hmm.
And you will have all of those things. But remember, it takes time to fill a cup. So work toward filling it.
Well, I also get the sense of, when your cup is full, what do? You drink it. You pour it. It is being poured forth.
Right.
So if it's turned over, it's being poured out. So things that have built up in the past are starting to pay off, I guess, for lack of a better phrase.
And since that has paid off, go forward with something else.
Yeah.
Refill the cup.
Yeah. But and of course, another thing about that is this is in the northern hemisphere, this is the harvest season, and so that's when everything that we've built up over the year is starting to come to fruition. So that and so again, you take that with the other ones that we had, the Eight of Swords and the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups. Those are things that it can help to further inform. So Kristen Rebase from my aunt. So we'll ask. Our little lady. I always imagine my aunt speaking with a very quiet voice, almost a whisper, because she doesn't have to speak loudly. Truth speaks for itself. But and again, I wonder if, because of the way I've been shuffling them, if it matters that some of these are coming up upside down. But this one is the Six of Swords. So, Kristen, that is Ship of the Dead. Departure, adventure, introspection, research, and daring. So, starting something new, but, or perhaps going down an internet rabbit hole and learning something new.
Could be any and all.
Yeah. So, Kristen, that was Maud's message. Now, Ashley Spradley asking for one from Anapu. And this one is the Five of Cups, and there's a big Ujat eye in the middle of it. So, 5 Cups. The eye and the Shen. Oh, okay. Wow, the Shen sign is very small in the middle of it, because it says the eye and the Shen. So the Ujat and the Shen. Of course, you also have a Shen ring on the Aku shrine, because that's a sign of infinity. But occult protection, cycle of the seasons, and natural order. Now, something is telling me, maybe it's Anapu saying that, somebody, Ashley, whether it's you or someone else who's also familiar with tarot, and says there's another meaning and you know what it is, and that's, add that to, what this one is saying. Oh, I know. Thank you for the super sticker. Let's see. Fane Star asked for one from Sobek. So trying to shuffle these. So Fane Star. And that is the Knight of Pentacles. And that one, for some reason, that one turns up a lot. And like I said, I know I do, keep them shuffled, but, boy, that Knight of Pentacles likes to come and say hello. Messenger of Riches. Businessman, consultant, and service. Fane Star, have you applied for a new job? I get the sense that is relation to something like that, either a new job that you've applied for, or something new that you're getting. It's going to be a positive development. So now Katie Horton asking one from Anubis. He's been trying to reach out. So, all right. Now that one, I get a sense that this one, okay, and I believe this one is the Empress that just came out of there. So Katie, the High Priestess. Science. The threshold of the Temple of Isis, where mysteries are only revealed in solitude. Study, wisdom, intuition, mysteries, secrets, research. So Anubis has been trying to reach out. I guess it's time for a new phase of something, or a new discovery. And so the High Priestess, Aset, may also be involved in this. So. Let's see, and Serana, and then Thralo. Let's okay. Yeah, this one just kind of twirled its way out. Wow, and that is the Nine of Wands, or crooks. They are here, and there's the gold Kepri, scarab beetle in the middle of it. Oh, well, come on then. And if I remember right, someone had gotten this last time. The golden scarab, yes, protection, suspension, intuition of danger. So yeah, you have a confusion of crooks, your wands all over this artwork, which I don't know if the camera's going to really be able to pick it up. But right in the middle of all of that, you have Kepri, you have a golden scarab. And that's like a sign in the midst of the confusion that leads away from danger.
And you got to understand the overall message here tonight is use your head. I think they're a bit tired of the passivity, y'all.
Okay. Thralo asking from Sobek and Neith. And then Teso says, have one for Constantine or Hathor, whoever's feeling talkative. Okay, well, let's see. First of all, for Thralo. And it is, I believe this one is Justice. I recognize that one. So it's from the Arcana. So, yes. Balance. Reestablishes order. That is balance between law and duty, good and evil. Law, balance, fairness, inevitability, and the consequences of an action. I tell you what, the thing that I'm getting, consequences of an action and inevitability, and then you had the Ace of Cups, of Osiris. That's the sense that I'm getting, is that a lot of things are starting to come to fruition. Whatever things we had laid out, they're coming to harvest. And so in this case, Thralo, this is reestablishment of order. Balance. It could be that there's some balance. There's an opportunity for balance to be reestablished. And things, working out. It may come as a surprise. That's the sense I'm getting. It might be a surprise how it ends up working out. Kind of like with my computer, something pretty simple that was tripping me up. I went and I got some help with it and figured out, oh, well, there was a bigger problem that needed to be fixed, but it all worked out in the end. So that could be something else that's going on. So Thrilo, and then Teso Arts. Yes, and we're asking either Hathor or Kansu, or they're both over here, kind of on this side. I get a feeling that they just kind of looked at each other and smirked. So I don't know what that means, but okay. And here you go, the 8 of Wands, and there's a lotus bud. The guide is going to interpret it as papyrus, but that's a lotus. Shoot of papyrus. Yes, mobility, ambition, and potential. So, the overall sense I'm getting from that is initiative. Taking initiative in order to go to, the next step. And I'm starting to wonder if what they're saying is we're perhaps on the cusp of something, and so all of that movement, all of that energy from the last few weeks has been pretty frenetic, really. Yeah. It's about to manifest in some way. So Pesa, Bast, and then B. Pesa, of course, Bast is in your name, so we're going to ask if Bast could give a hand. And 'tis the 2 of Swords, which is the crown of Ptah. Tenderness, friendship, and protection. So someone is sending a message of friendship and protection. I don't know whether it is for you to seek someone, for that friendship and that protection if you need it, or if someone's going to need it from you. Could be both. So next is for B. Four. And trying to draw someone sitting with legs crossed over in Egyptian style is kind of fun here, but it looks like the red crown, which belongs to Neith. But the Emperor, accomplishment. The ruler sits on a cubical stone, as nothing can withstand steady creative willpower, stability, authority, integrity, and indestructibility. And, again, we have the added meaning of the red crown there, which belongs to Neith. So, you've got a very good sign there, B, of some stability, something. If something's bothering you, don't let it, because you're secure. don't let anyone convince you otherwise. That's the sense that I'm getting. Oh, right. Wow. Let's see. Oh, okay, Zabalin's sticker. May the house mice leave my home and not move in with any of you. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Okay, Kristen. Kind of being looked at for promotion. Cool. Okay, Katie has to duck out and have something. Haven't had dinner yet. And if anybody needs, I guess, messages or something, of course you can always come, rewind. We're at about the 105 mark, so we need to try and wrap this up. But okay, let's see. And King should be able. We're going to get to you too. Let's try and get through these Discord cookies. And because then we've got that, then sarcastic, then King should be, then Oracle, then One Eye, and then Mary Fleffawet. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to shuffle these really, really good. And then just pull them one after the other for our Discord folks. So it's one more time. Just want to make sure they're good and shuffled. Okay. So the first Discord request, the Advocate. And they got 13, which is, you've got Anubis here, holding, he's at the scales. And according to our arcana, that is death, but transformation, destruction, and rebirth. Beginning and end, rebirth, freedom, and balance. But remember also, Anubis is the Lord of Initiations. So for the Advocate, that's what they got. I'm not sure how we would pass that on, but let me know if you guys need me to read something.
In general, death indicates a rapid change.
A rapid change. Yeah. Rather abrupt. Yeah, but okay, and so for Ketsuki, this is the Three of Pentacles, and you've got Horus on here. So let's see, Pentacles. The glory of Horus. Negotiated advantage, reascension, celebrity. And of course, that's the Three of Pentacles. But that is for Ketsuki. Hang on. Oh, Faye Star, thank you very much. Off to bed. Nighty night. Yeah, and of course, good night to Kristen too. Kristen had to duck out. Yeah, and like I said, if you guys need me to repeat something so that you can pass that on in the Discord, just let me know. But now we're on Lazy Limerick, and this one is the Nine of Pentacles. So you have the Ujat and then Wajit underneath. And that is the power of a tomb, shrewdness, caution, seeing both sides of something. So, yes, the Nine of Pentacles, ambiguity and seeing both sides. And it's kind of a sign of caution. Evaluate before making a decision. So that was for Lazy Limerick. Now for Love Deluxe. Six of Cups. Yeah, that was the white. Hang on. Yes, the white crown, intellectual and spiritual purity and simplicity and pleasant memories. Which again, that might be a another running theme for the evening. But yeah, that Six of Cups is actually for Love Deluxe. Bakananapu. A Nine of Cups, and there's an Ankh behind this one. The not. And see, that's the thing that drives me crazy is it says the knot of Isis. Well, that would be a Tiet knot and not an Ankh, but somebody reads one book and think they're an expert. But anyway, intellectual. No, not that. Knot of Isis: satisfaction, physical well-being, and positive energy.
All right.
Well, physical well-being. For Bakananapu, that could mean a restoration of health too. That's the sense that I'm getting. So pass that on for Bakananapu. And lastly, for Pink Jade. Oh wow! And this is 3 on the Major Arcana, and somebody is very sunny. Yes, that is the Empress. Action. The celestial Isis, nature, universal fecundity, united with spiritual rectitude. Okay, that's kind of a crazy wording, but Pink Jade got the Empress. Fertility in the sense of not necessarily physical, but in a more abstract way. Fertility and restoration, I think, is what the meaning it has here in particular. So go ahead and pass that on for them. And all right, Sarcastic is asking from Oster, kind of a sneak preview. 7 of Swords, which is the Lament of Isis. Warning, instructions, mysterious protection. Sarcastic, I think somebody's telling you, don't get too crazy. Pay attention. If they give you signs, don't ignore them, because they're there for your protection. All right. And now, finally, King Shabib Music asking the goddess of music, Will ask Hathor, as the mistress of music and dance and joy, for King Shabib. Okay, wow. And you also got something from the Major Arcana. Wait, that's the Fool. Taking your mistakes with you, heading for new ones. Blindness, of course. Now, help me out, guys, with that one. Isn't that in the traditional tarot spread, the Fool that represents the person, doesn't it?
Now read that to me again, and I'll explain.
Okay, yeah. So King Shabib, I'm getting some help with this one here, because it says punishment. Man is the slave of matter, takes his mistakes with him, headed for new mistakes. Blindness, heedless of oneself, lack of direction, or courting danger.
You are listening to the wrong people.
Okay.
There are people in your orbit trying to woo you and convince you to do things. They're going to take advantage of you and legally rob you blind. Somebody's about to take all your shit.
Yeah, and especially because I know that music is your thing. You're a musician. I think they're telling you to take some steps to protect your work, your creative work.
And lesson number 1 in the music business: everything someone tells you is a lie, everything that in writing is true, you need to know what's in writing better than your lawyer does. And what you don't know, your lawyer needs to explain to you on a third grade level. That much I can tell you.
Yeah. So basically, what that means is they're trying to protect you and warn you of someone taking advantage of you.
Even though it seems like you have great shit coming, beware when your table is set for you and it looks like the silverware is gold. Be careful.
Yeah, because you could be getting offered something that if it sounds too good to be true, then it is.
Yeah.
So King Shabib, I hope thank you for tuning in and hanging in there with us. I hope you get that message, because we I want everyone that tunes in to be able to have blessings, and to do well.
And they are blessing you with caution. Trust me.
Yeah, and the sense that I'm getting is that this don't be dissuaded because you're thinking, oh man, this is my one shot. It's not. There's going to be something better that comes along, and it's not going to have the strings attached. But you'll miss it if you get suckered in early. So, all right, for Oracle, and and then One Eye. Don't know how to word this. Please just give me some advice. Okay, and then Mary Wet. So Ori, 7. Okay, the Chariot. Yeah, because I recognize this one now. If I can get this page to turn. So, yes, the Chariot. Victory. By breaking down obstacles, he would defeat his enemies and face the future armed with daring. Triumph, success, honor, ambition. Well, hopefully not violence, but Ori, you're going to kick some ass. Or perhaps you already have, and so your path is clear.
Yeah.
So next, One Eye, and then Married to Wet. So One Eye. All right, 3 of Swords, which is Division of Geb and Newt. Removal, division, sharing out, uncertain development. Well, separating Geb and Newt, of course, the other thing is Geb and Newt being separated was what allowed the rest of creation to take place. So some things are going to have to be split up or divided, or you're going to have to separate from something in order for forward progress to be made. So don't give anybody your address. but there you go, One Eye. It's the 3 of Swords, the division of Geb and Newt. And finally, for Mary Wet. Wow. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. It's the glory of Ra. Of course, it's also done with kind of the so the Aten hands, but it's definitely the sun god. Winning, success, glory. Married Wet. Something's going to turn out all right for you. And the sun will shine. So that's a very straightforward message. and I guess that was the boss saying it's going to be okay. Okay. See, no. Oh goodness. Well, Kristen, I know Kristen had to go, but I noticed you were saying something about direct confirmation that I'm leaving Chemeticism. I hope that doesn't mean we're going to miss seeing you come hang out with us. But regardless of what happens, we wish you the best. And did I miss someone as I was going through these? Because I'm pretty sure that I got everybody. Yeah. All right, Faint Stars having to go to bed. We're about to wrap up. Kyle Hinojosa is our last one, unless there's another one. So at this point, this is kind of the last call for wisdom, y'all. And also, if anybody's got a request for a prayer for something, get those out so we can go ahead and wrap up. And Kyle Hinojosa had asked for one, and I know Mario was tuning in from Ecuador on vacation, and I didn't know if anybody else had any other requests, but Kyle Hinojosa, this one is the Queen of Swords. Lady of Vengeance here. Difficult character. Rancor, loss. Certainly a very pretty looking lady, but Kyla, are you getting any sense off of that?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Difficult character, rancor, and loss. She's been going through a lot.
Or I guess they have
been going through a lot. And all that ill will that you've been chewing on is holding you back. Doesn't mean you have to forgive them, but you have to quit carrying them around.
Yeah, because the sense that I got from is because you have this lady holding the sword. That sword is there to cut off.
Right.
And where it is a time to cut off what is no longer serving.
Right. And you know what? You've been carrying this around for a long time. You're carrying it until they change. Let it go. They're not going to change. But they are going to hold you in place because you're allowing it. Let it go.
Yeah. The lady is telling you it is time, to cut cut the line and cut yourself free.
Yeah.
So Kyle, that's what's going on. So yeah, like I said, there seems to be this building sense of something is going to manifest, and it's going to be different for everybody. But the overall pattern is that everything that has been going on is building up to
and you may have to slog through some difficult, but have the courage to do it, and you'll come out better in the long run.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Pesa Best, pray for my cat Rusty. He has some upper respiratory issues and is currently taking antibiotics. May Bast bless him with healing, definitely. And may Shu bring the breath of air to Rusty and to everyone else who's dealing with that, because I can really relate right now. Tell you what, we'll read a little something from Bast. Hail and praise unto you, Bastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows. You slay the evil one and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Lady of the shrine, foremost of the sacred fields, mistress of perfume, mistress of joy. O eye of Horus, O eye of Ra, Uraeus whom Ra loves. Protect Pesabas and his kitty Rusty, and protect all of us until the dawn. Okay, well, thank you guys. I know a lot of folks have had to drop out because it's late, but thank you as always for tuning in. I hope that everyone got something good from it. And we'll, of course, be honoring Bast again next week and Osiris as well. So let us make our offerings endure. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure. It's the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth Spa endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Unu, endures. As the name of Osim, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Aset in Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Chmenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Yunachiru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Neith, and Sobek, and Yunachiru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay. I'm also going to check, make sure I didn't miss anything from anyone, any requests. Okay, and so glad you guys could join us, of course. I hope everyone has a good weekend. And okay, I'm supposed to be at next. Yeah, there we go.
Everyone be safe.
Yeah, and y'all guys be safe. And again, sorry if I missed anyone. This was kind of tough tonight, I think, because I've been I'm feeling a little under the weather, but just bear with me and let's get together next week. So. Have a great week. Join us next Friday.
Word to your mother.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you next week.